I was an art student and didn't really take it seriously, the idea of wanting to be in a band, until I moved to New York, and my friend was in a band and he was like, oh, we don't have a singer anymore and you should come. And I was sort of neighbors with their practice space, so I started just like hanging out for fun and kind of ended up being part of this band. Then from there, I met Annie, the other girl who's not here, and we talked about doing like an all-keyboard project. And Heather, I knew Heather, and she was really interested in being part of it. And so she started coming over to my house with Annie and just playing like really casually, sort of just for fun. So that's how the band started. People are always asking, what's your deal? What kind of band are you in? I always say, what do I say? Dreamy electronic pop music.
I think that's
because it kind of encapsulates like what we're doing. Keyboards because of the they're so versatile. I think like the sounds that they create, the keyboards that we have mostly are really interactive. Like you can really manipulate the sounds and just create like so many different worlds within all of those sounds. So I think that was what initially attracted me, and also being like vintage instruments. And we also started playing on like little keyboards, like small Casios and Yamahas, and there was something really cute about it and just fun and playful. So, but yeah, just the idea of having an all-keyboard band, I think partly because no one else was doing it. In the beginning of the band, that was all we did, was just kind of experiment and play and be completely freeform and be like, okay, play in this key, and somebody would come up with a different part. And as it's progressed, you end up spending more time on the songs that you've already have prepared, just because you have to keep them in practice and keep them up. So, but that's like the best part of practice, is when we have time to just spend like 4 hours just playing around. I think even that's where like all the seeds of the ideas come from. Like even if we're like, oh, we're gonna write this like doo-wop song or prog rock song or whatever, it's like it all kind of comes from a glimmer of something that happens in practice already, like some kind of magic that we find. The new album, we try to really convey like a warmth and a sense of the space that we were in by, they're all mostly electronic instruments, but we did play like vibraphones, Wurlitzer. We had some string players on some songs. We had a big group sing along for our first track, and some live drums, horns, and when we recorded the keyboards, we also tried to use different techniques for miking them, and then we recorded onto analog tape at the end to mix. So the first album was just plugging directly into the computer, and it made a difference. It definitely has a different feeling.
Yeah, one that we're happy with.
Yeah.
Was an illusion, and you're as loyal as
we all play together and we hear our different sounds, like that's inspiring. Like the natural progression of sound, in a way, keeps us like interested.
I always come up with songs when just kind of they randomly pop into my head like a melody, and it's usually when I'm in some kind of peaceful state, either riding my bike or when I'm walking by myself, or just like, I don't know, just different moments in my day that are kind of like calm or something is usually when I come up with stuff.
I write songs in a similar mind that Erica does, like when you're like alone and things are finally quiet and like all the chatter of just, you know, the chaos of the city is gone, that's when it seems that it's easiest to be introspective and then express something.
Right now we're just touring to support our album. I think we're all like working on various song ideas in the backs of our heads, but we haven't really been to our practice space in like a really long time. I imagine on our next project we'll want to like just have more fun probably, and I feel like we set out to achieve something we didn't know if we were going to be able to for this album, and now that we've learned a lot from it, and I think I feel like we would be more confident starting out our next project.
And more efficient.